got this? Yep. 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 Let me give you the Pulitzer right here. Give the Pulitzer Prize right here. Take this picture. So, you're gonna what? Yeah, hang on. I don't want to interrupt him while he's doing it. Father, how you doing? I'm Kenny from Channel 8. How are you?
Good.
What's your name, sir? What parish are you from?
Christ Lutheran.
Where is that?
It's just right over there across the street.
Okay, Christ Lutheran. Okay. And well, how do you think we stop all this, or do we at all? I'm gonna turn around and try to get some light on you here.
Through the gospel. Jesus isn't no black, white, like they're all beautiful in his sight, and we've heard the song, right?
Right.
And I think what we need to do is we need to love each other. That's what we're called to time and time again, to love each other. I've done this before. I've done this. I was a police chaplain in Ferguson when all that was going on during the riots, and what I saw was a lack of love. Whites hate blacks, black hate whites. I mean, it's nonstop. If we want change,
trying to get you on TV because we want to show people a different side of this.
yeah.
In your lifetime, have you ever seen anything like this?
Yeah, so I was a police chaplain in St. Louis, Missouri during the Ferguson riots, and was up there for all of that, and stood on both sides praying for people, police officers, those who felt offended in the African American community. And the thing is, I don't want to live through this again in my lifetime, and I don't think we should have to.
It's bringing a tear to your eye. I mean, I know we have tear gas too, but it's really bringing a tear to your eye.
I can do tear gas. It's just, I don't know. I've had so many opportunities to be in relationship with people who are different than I am, whether that be in a political class or whether it be the color of our skin, and none of that should matter because we're all humans.
We got a line patrol coming, Father. Come walk with me backwards, Father, while the line patrol's coming. Hey, Gustavo, will you back me up back here? Talk to me again, kind of as you're looking at this, Father. What are you seeing? And
So I'm seeing people on both sides who are hurt, and I saw a quote today that said, "This is what happens when people don't feel heard," and I think that's true. I just want it to end because there's a better way for it to end than this.
Line's coming, we gotta move.
There's a better way. And so we're praying for these police officers, praying for the people on this side, praying for everyone to find that love of Christ in their hearts.
okay. Just got my back.
That's what we need, is that love of Jesus Christ.
I mean, what do you think what do you think brings people to this type of bedlam? I mean, this is something that, whether it's jumping on the bed, what do you think?
We've got to think that desegregation only ended 60 years ago. 60 years is not a long time. This is just an outcry of hurt, and it's not right. I'm not saying that it's right, but in some ways you can understand it in a way. When hurt builds up and when voices aren't heard, it seems like this is what happens.
And
there's a better way to end it than this. There's always a better way. Martin Luther King Jr. said that in a sermon. He said there's a better way, and it's the way of love. It's the way of love, and this is not love.
We saw you praying on the ground. What were you saying?
I was saying, Christ, have mercy. Bring racial reconciliation, bring peace. And I think those two things have to go together. Racial reconciliation is not going to happen without love and peace involved. We're talking past each other. I mean, for God's sakes, we all watch the news, right? You have both political parties talking past each other, not working for a common goal. We need to work towards that common goal. That's what we have to have. I mean, if anyone is watching this, that's what I implore you to do, is get on your knees right now and pray for that. Pray for that love to infect your heart so you share that with other people so that you can love other people better. Pray for all those whose hearts are filled with hate and animosity, that it may be changed by the power of the gospel. That's the only thing that's going to solve this.
And this is not the right way, obviously, right, Father?
It's not the right way. It's not the right way. I'd say, I mean, Martin Luther King Jr. is the one that always comes to mind with this. He's such an impactful person. What would he think of when he saw this? I mean, the better question for me, right, as a Christian is, what would Jesus think of this? But Jesus wouldn't have wanted the racial injustice to begin with. And in some ways, that's why, I mean, St. Paul said to live is Christ, to die is gain, because at the end of this, what we get to see is perfection. It's perfection.
Thank you.